Let's flip it around and give a little love to Matthew Berry's favorite team, the Washington Commanders. As dysfunctional a week as you could imagine. Go all the way back to Thursday night. They get the win somehow over the Bears. Ron Rivera does the Denny Green-style, profanity-laced walk-off at the press conference. And then we find out Carson Wentz has a broken ring finger on his throwing hand, and he's going to be out for a while. So enter Taylor Heinicke. I was saying, just go see what the John Belushi lookalike Sam Howell can do, because he's the future, not Taylor Heinicke. But hey, good thing they don't listen to me. As dysfunctional as they are, they have yet to become so dysfunctional that they would actually listen to me. And then you've got the Jim Irsay, repeated body slams and pile drivers publicly of Daniel Snyder all week long. The dominant storyline about how Snyder's getting pushed out. Players talking about it, being asked about what a distraction is. Terry McLaurin saying it is a distraction. Ron Rivera saying, well, we hope they just don't think about it and focus on what they need to do. And then before the game, the dysfunction rears its ugly head again with the hail to the racist slur name that was abandoned for that reason, not because they thought it would be more marketable to have a different name. Defiance, the same kind of defiance from Tanya Snyder that we're used to seeing from Daniel Snyder. And maybe there's some clumsy effort here to curry favor with the fans. We're going to stick it to the man by using the R word whenever we feel like it. So just odd. And then they win the game. That's what's amazing. So kudos to Ron Rivera, Taylor Heinicke and company, because it's still the Packers. They still beat the Packers. And I suspect the Cheeseheads took over that stadium yesterday. And although it looks like there's some fans there, not just empty seats. Looks like there's some burgundy. Oh, it was Alumni Day. It was homecoming. But I see yellow there. Right. Not burgundy and yellow. I see Green Bay yellow. But it's impressive they pulled that off. It really is. No matter what the Packers are doing by way of struggling, they went and they took it with a backup quarterback, and that was impressive.
Absolutely. I mean, what's that thing those Giants fans were saying in London a couple of weeks ago about where they can stuff that cheese? Yep. Yeah. Yeah. The Commanders
they got
took
a lot
that
of cheese. Last 3 weeks, there's a lot of cheese up there, Miles.
Yeah,
they should probably go to the doctor at some point.
Yep, along with some sauce from last week with the Jets. But look, I mean, the Commanders, I love what Taylor Heinicke does when he gets out there. You know, he lets go of the ball pretty soon a lot of the time. And there were a couple of critical third downs that he made late in that game, especially to Terry McLaurin, who is one of the elite receivers in the game, I think. But right now, you see what they can do when things are on time and on target, and that's tough. I mean, look at this throw right here from Heinicke, and look at this catch. McLaurin does such a great job of coming back to the football in order to get that third down. If they don't get that pass right there, then the Packers have a really good shot of going down the field and getting in position to win. So I give Taylor Heinicke a lot of credit for being the kind of passer that can help them win, right? You don't always see that from backup quarterbacks, but that experience he gained last year was obviously pretty valuable.
I did not realize that they had kind of a Stanford band play at the end of the game that but it was more interesting than I thought, because I was talking to Wilkes at the time. My son was texting me, oh my God, this Packers final play. So who knows? Yeah. We may have had something else to lead the show with if that had worked. But if you're the Packers, you don't want it to come down to that hope against a team that you should easily have beaten. They should have easily beaten the Commanders yesterday, and the Packers are reeling, and I don't think it's going to get any better. And I say it fully aware of the possibility that the Packers will pull off what would be an upset on par with what the Panthers did yesterday. So we know it's not impossible. But this Packers
will be shoving that cheese up your,
Well, they'll be shoving some buffalo wings somewhere if they can pull that off. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.